I've had a lot of requests to continue doing full face videos of brands. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face and sharing my opinions of Haus Labs. Now I'm excited because today's video is sponsored by Haus Labs. Their Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale is currently going on, starting on November 22nd all the way to November 27th. You're able to get 20% off site-wide. So if you're looking to shop from the brand, I hope that this video today is helpful for you. If you've never heard of Haus Labs, they are founded by Lady Gaga, and they are a clean at Sephora, fragrance-free, cruelty-free, and vegan brand. So pretty much for everybody. And ever since they launched at Sephora, they have been very, very popular. I've seen so many products go viral, and for good reason. They've launched some really nice stuff. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna have everything that I'm using today linked down below for you. I'm going to start off with their foundation. This is called the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I'm using 130 Light Warm today. And for the first time, I'm actually going to be trying their foundation brush. I like the shape of it. I'm very familiar with this foundation. I love the way that it looks on the skin. It's very skin-like. I would say this is definitely one of my top 3 from the brand. I know this looks light, but it will blend out to be perfect. I've been using a lot of foundations lately that have been too dark for me, so I had to humble myself and get my actual color again. This has a medium coverage and a natural finish. It truly looks skin-like. I know glowy foundations are in. I like that this one isn't too glowy, but it still has some life in it to really look like skin. And it feels weightless on the skin as well, despite it giving that medium coverage. It comes in 51 shades, so it has all the undertones and everything. I've heard very good things about the shade range and people being able to find their shades. And this is my first time working with this foundation brush, but it really is working very nicely with this foundation. I can tell that this brush was made with the foundation in mind. And I'm not just saying that, it really is streak free right now. And it made the blending out process pretty quick. And this does have the key ingredient of fermented arnica, which is supposed to help reduce redness and irritation as well. But it has like a nice luminous finish, but it's not too luminous. It's more healthy and skin-like that I really like, and I don't have a problem with wear time as well, but do keep in mind I do have dry skin. But let's go ahead and move over to their new concealer that just launched. So this is called the Triclone Skin Tech Concealer. I'm using the shade 13 Light Neutral, though it does come in 31 shades. That's quite the range. I do think this one is a bit dark, actually. Let me grab my lighter shade. 11 Light Neutral, I think, is going to be better for my under eyes, though I do like the shade 13 for spot concealing and whatnot. So this formulation is actually created with 20 different skincare ingredients. And I'm going to use the concealer brush, which is the same shape as the foundation brush. Again, it's my first time using it. I've been saying this concealer gives crazy full coverage while still staying hydrating on the under eyes. There really are not a lot of full coverage concealers like that. Most full coverage concealers, they can be drying. This one continues to have that hydrated look on the under eyes throughout the day, which is really impressive. Now the coverage is medium buildable, but I feel like this has one of the more fuller coverages on the market. And you can apply this any way you want, with your fingers, with a sponge for a little bit of a lighter coverage. I like a brush to keep the coverage but still push the product in so it has that natural finish to it. So this one is good if you need that full coverage but you have drier under eyes. I think you will really enjoy this one. Now I'm going to set with their Bio Blurring Loose Setting Powder, which is like peanut butter and jelly with the foundation. These two were literally made for each other, but you can truly tell that on application. I've always loved pairing these two together. I'm just gonna pat under the eyes. And this has a good blurring formula. You can always tell by the under eyes how blurring it is. And then I'm going to put it right here where I do have pores. And then, of course, the forehead. And I'm going to keep it towards the center of the face. But there's something about the way that this sets the foundation where they are a magical combination. I'm going to quickly do my brows. Now, this is my first time trying the Edge Precision Brow Pencil. I picked up this shade Ash Brown. It's made in Korea. Nice. Straight together. So I picked up a lot of new shades for today's video with products that I'm very familiar with. But I did also pick up a few new formulas to try, like this eyebrow pencil, which is nice. It's not too creamy. You guys know I honestly do not like a creamy brow pencil. And it does allow me to get precise lines drawn. This is a solid brow pencil. I like it. And it's not over blending either. Solid. So I'm thinking for today's look, I want to be neutral, but still kind of have a glitzy holiday vibe. So I'm gonna figure it out on one eye first, and then we'll do the second eye together. Moving into eyes, I'm gonna use the High Power Pigment Paints. So I'm first gonna start off with the shade Cocoa Matte, and you can use these wherever you want, eyes, lips, face, they're very versatile. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The first time I used these, I thought they were a little difficult to use. They dried too fast, but I've cracked the code. The way that I use them now, they're perfect. They take the perfect amount of time to dry down. You still have plenty of playroom. So I'm just gonna take a synthetic brush into Cocoa Matte, which is one of the matte finishes, because they do come in both matte and shimmer finishes. So I'm gonna start off by placing it all over my eyelid. Then I'm going to clean off my brush, and we're gonna blend the edges and soften them. So I wiped off my brush so we can get a nice, easy blend. And you see how something about the brush, I feel like it dries down a little slower, and you're still able, even though it is a paint, able to get a smooth, blended looking edge like this. And then every time you feel like there might be too much product, literally just wipe off your brush, and it will be easy to use again. Just like this. And you can use this as eyeliner as well. I've used these as eyeliner multiple times, and they work really well in that way. I'm gonna put a little bit along the lower lash line as well. And then I'm going to take one of the shimmer finishes. So this is the shade Gold Shimmer, which is perfect for the holidays. Putting it on my palette. And you can actually, these are great to use your finger with to get more of a impactful thick layer of this, but because I want it kind of sporadic and sparkly, I'm using a brush to blend it out, because this will give it more of that twinkle twinkle look as opposed to full opacity. And I think that's just going to look really good for the holidays. I'm so excited. I'm going to visit my family for Thanksgiving. I'm pumped. I'm excited for the holidays. I'm in holiday mode right now. I'm gonna do another layer over here, and these, when they're set, girl, they are set. So, very long wearing. And then let's do our eyeliner while we're at it. This is my first time trying their Optic Intensity Eco Liners. So these are gel eyeliners that are supposed to glide on like a liquid, but last all day. And it also has this sharpenable cellulose barrel, which before I even looked up what it was, I was like, this looks weird. It's because it's sharpenable and it's plastic free. So I picked up two different shades. The brown one is in Deep Cocoa Matte, and then I thought we'd try a nude one as well in Beige Matte. One end is a pencil, and then you also have like a little brush that you kind of gotta loosen that you can use to smudge, which I love a smudger. So we're gonna start off with Deep Cocoa Matte. And this is when the smudger is going to be great for little wings like this, just to create that point. And then we're going to run this across the lash line. I love that this is sharpenable. I prefer an eyeliner that's sharpenable as opposed to an automatic one, because you can actually get it to be sharp. Just gonna smudge that into my lash line. And then I'm going to use the shade Beige Matte in the waterline. And I just checked, they have 13 mattes and 5 shimmers. So one thing that Haus Labs has done, they always come out with a ton of colors, whatever they're launching. But this nude shade, gonna really open up the eyes. I hope that this lasts long. I'll let you guys know. But let's move on to the face. Rest of the face, so I have some color. I picked up their bronzer, the Power Sculpt Velvet Bronzer. I've been using the shade level 3, but I think I'm gonna try this new shade level 2, because I feel like bronzers have been looking a little Oompa Loompa orangey on me. So this is level 3. Level 2, oh, that looks like it's gonna be Perfect. Let's try it out. And this is a very nice bronzer. It's in a nice big compact, and you can see it's not patchy when you apply it. You don't get too much color, because one thing I've been struggling with lately is bronzers that have been too pigmented. I've been putting my brush in and then popping it on my face, and I kind of have the brush mark there. It gets stuck and is a little bit more difficult to blend. This one, it's not too powdery or too pigmented, so you don't get that patchy look, which I like. And this shade, really, really nice. Put a little bit of contour down here. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna play around with blush here because I picked up a shade that I've been dying of their Color Fuse blush. This is Watermelon Bliss. Looks scary, but I kind of want to try it for like a cold girl wintry look. I'm debating if this brush is too dense, but let's see. I'm gonna go light, like one tap, let's see. And I really do love this formula. They have such a great range of colors. Okay, really light. It's kind of like the bronzer in that you're not gonna get too much color, but it is still buildable, but easy to use. Okay, we're gonna stop there on that cheek. Let's build it on the other cheek, like so. And then, okay, I know some of you guys are gonna hate this, but like, come on for that cold girl look. Just like a little bit. I'm not gonna be obnoxious about it, but like, just like that. And I feel like this Watermelon Bliss shade is perfect for the gold look here. So I'm just gonna blend it out. And then if you want to tone it down or kind of speed up the blending process here, I'm using the foundation brush and I'm just gonna press it in. And that's gonna give it that blended look. And this color is perfect for deep skin tones as well. Okay, and then we're gonna go into one of my favorite highlighter formulas at Sephora. These are just delicious from Haus. They're called the Bio Radiant Gel Powder Highlighters. I picked up a new shade, which I don't know if it's gonna go well with this look. I'm gonna kind of veil it over my cheeks to see how it looks, because I bought this with the intention of using it as a blush topper, but let's see. So this formula just melts onto the skin. It gives such a pretty glow to the skin that's very seamless because you can't see where it starts and where it ends. And obviously this is going to be more of a highlight for a deeper complexion, but this is perfect for adding that little hint of glow to the cheek. This is beautiful as like a blush lighter for my skin tone, and it's the perfect tone for that cold look. And it's not glittery or anything. It has the perfect finish to it for a highlight. It's like kind of soft focus, I guess is how I would put it. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of Peach Quartz, which is one of the favorite highlight colors for my skin tone, just right here at the top. So beautiful. And then you can also use this on the eyes, the face, and the body. The glow is really pretty on the eyelid for that eye awakening kind of look. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the inner corner. The peach is really pretty, the colors that we have on the eyelid already. Hashtag love. Okay, working our way to lips. I picked up a new color of the Le Monster lip crayons because I think these are a great shape for a bolder color. So this one in Mocha Matte, I think it's going to be perfect for fall/winter, and obviously this season as well. So let's see. Yeah, it's a good color. Oh, it's not as deep as I thought, but I like that. Okay, tell me that this is not the most perfect fall lip, but we're gonna amp it up even more. So this is from their holiday collection. It's their hybrid lip oil trio. It's $29. So in it you get 3 mini of their hybrid lip oils, which is one of my favorite products in their line, definitely top 3. And this has some pH powered shades to give you that like true to you tint. I don't know, those are kind of fun. Such cute little packaging, and they're super duper hydrating, you guys. I'm going to use the secondary shade right here, orangey, and look at the shine that this gives. And it's not sticky or anything, a really lightweight feeling. but thick enough. You know, I do like a little bit of thickness in my lip oils. So that's gonna give our lips the hydration and plump that it needs. So this is what a full face of Haus Labs is gonna get for you. And honestly, I love all the holiday elements that I added in this look. So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you were interested in shopping the Haus Labs Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale, remember it starts November 22nd and goes until November 27th for 20% off site-wide. I will have everything linked and the colors that I used down below for you in the description box. Thank you, Haus Labs, again for working with me on this video. I had a great time getting ready with all of these products. And let me know your favorite Haus Labs products down in the comments. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys, have a good one.